Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time. It is Friday, January 7th. Man, 1 week down already, man. Isn't that crazy?
Blink of an eye. Fast forward, it's just like I just want things to slow down, but not gonna happen. So what are you gonna do?
There you go.
But no, this has been great. 2022 is starting off with a great bang. Investors are really excited right now. I'm seeing a significant uptick in
Nice.
business, and so I don't know if it's due to some people maybe paying attention with the move of other markets and noticing that at some point we're going to start moving up. So if you want to make if you're thinking about, repositioning some dead money, if you're thinking about, some possible, I was looking at this portfolio, but time was, you should get off that fence because you've missed the bottom, but I don't think you've missed the low rates you said. Yeah.
I know you can't say this, so don't.
Right.
I will. I'm going to guess rates are higher December 31st than they are January 7th. That's just my guess.
Well, I mean, I'm not a betting man, but I'd probably bet all my money.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Well, hey, what I wanted to do here, first, let's do that marketing spiel first.
Thank you. Yes. Again, although I work very happily for Velocity Mortgage Capital, all the ideas and topics discussed on this channel are that of my own. So let's get it going.
There you go, man. Well, hey, what I wanted to do here, just because you and I have been in this game for 20 years or so, we've interacted with lots of other investors. I thought we should just kind of look back over our track record and talk about the people that have been successful and not. This is not about a moment in time. Again, I've been doing this so long. I remember buying my first house going, what the heck, what's going on?
Well, again, like you say, the big picture where it's not time in the market, but time in the market. So you can get lucky and time it somehow. But the real big longevity type success stories are, time in the market. They've done the work, they know what they're doing. And again, in our business and, real estate values, things of that nature is cyclical. It's just so the longer you're in it, typically the better you're going to, be off. But if you're thinking you're a genius just because you timed it right and you're still trying to stay in that aggressive kind of, perspective, that's where you lose. You got to be flexible. You got to be able to, go with the time, so to speak, because you can't just keep it one way and the market doesn't allow you to, then you're just going to end up crashing. Just again, higher leverage properties, thinking that, the properties is just going to keep going up and up and up. Nope. A lot of people got hurt in those, 100% financing, 80-20s, stated, thinking the values are going to keep going up. So I'll just keep refinancing and then, doing, that was the whole mentality. But once one ship fell.
Yeah, that was number one for me. When I think about the people that were successful that survived the last crash and the people that didn't, the biggest difference to me was there's a couple of things. First and foremost, the people that failed, which are always easier to point at, they never change. Right. I'm going to keep flipping multi-million-dollar houses. I have I should have my own TV show. I'm not going to take a small loss. I'm going to hold on because people don't understand the value I created.
Right.
And that didn't end well. The people that they're competitors, right? They were doing the same thing. I live in the Bay Area. There were people flipping $1 million homes all over. A couple of the people survived because they did take small losses. They're like, something changed. I used to have open houses and 100 people show up. Now 2, they saw the signs and then they changed. You just went on mute again. I don't know if you saw that. You're on mute. Oop. So you're on mute. There he is. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can. Okay. Sorry. So that's all right. So technical difficulties. What I was saying is that the people that survived last time that were still competing with $1 million homes, right? So there's 2 flippers. The person that failed never got arrogant and said, hey, you don't understand. The other person that was doing the same exact thing, saw that an open house that used to have 100 now has 2. They took a small loss.
Yes.
Retreated.
Yep.
Saw what was going on and then started flipping first-time homes. So the people that I've seen survive market changes will change.
Pivoted.
Yeah, they pivoted. That's the word. Right. Sometimes you have to pivot. For me, it was houses to multifamily because housing got stupid. Multifamily survived the crash, then go do private and hard money back into single families. Then at the peak, I might even look at building an ADU, right? Because again, sometimes people want to change markets. Right. Oh, my market's too expensive. For me, it's like, I don't want to rebuild a team. what I'll do is I'll pivot in the market. Now I have an advantage. I picked a market with 1 million people, and so it's not like 5,000.
Right.
But yeah, that's the other thing is so I never left Fresno, but I've been singles, I've been multis, I've been back to singles, I've been mixed use, I've been office, and now I could see 2022 being the year I build a couple ADUs if the city ever gets off its ass and approves my first one. But yeah.
Right. No, I mean, I think you're playing the market to your advantage, because in this case, it's probably cheaper to add the ADUs than to try to pick up properties that are just overvalued, and you're just not going to get the right cap rates because, it just doesn't make any sense. So no, again, the long-term success stories have always been the ones that, didn't listen to, the trends, and could also pivot and were flexible in a lot of different ways, so they weren't, they didn't have to prove that they were the smartest people in the room and think like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about or what have you. So they understood, and I think they were more open-minded to see other people's perspectives, and I think they could understand the big picture. But I think that just goes, without saying, as far as people that are truly successful are the ones that kind of are able to, be flexible, learn along the way, and not be so stubborn. So, but outside of that, yeah, it's just your typical, success stories as far as people doing the right things typically, just doing the work.
Yeah. 2 more things I'll kind of highlight here, again, about the people that are successful. First and foremost, myself included, right? I'm a buy and hold investor, right? My intention the day I buy something is to hold forever. However, as I've shown and wrote about in my book, if the stuff gets stupid priced, I'll sell, right? I'll 1031 or pay the taxes and I'll get out, right? The beauty of learning your market is, when stuff is cheap, when a good deal is, and where the peak is.
Right.
So I'll sell. And the other thing is we realize there's lots of levers to pull. Again, working with you, and we told people 6 months ago, I'm going to go back and get some dead money because I want to get it now while the money's cheap, so I can deploy it later when the market changes, right? We're playing
all
chess
cash
here.
And right, exactly. That's all you're doing.
Yeah, the other people are going to be like, oh, I'll go get the money later. Well, the market changed. It's at worst case more expensive. Best case, or worst case, you can't get it. Best case, it's more expensive. Dude,
right.
I told people on my channel, this is what I'm doing. This is why I'm doing it. And again, as I told you, hey, I'm going to take this money out of this office. 2 years from now, if I can't deploy it, I'm just going to cut a check and pay it off. Right. I'm not going to go buy a stupid car or a vacation or anything like that. Right. I'm trying
well, that's again, the discipline part, do the work. And if you're doing the right things with the money, it's a smart play. I don't know how else to think about it, because the numbers don't lie.
Dude, you gave me money at 4%
for 30 years.
Yeah. I'm like, what the hell? Are you stupid? Did you see inflation is 6.8%? What are you doing?
Well, again, it's just doing the work and, understanding, some of the signs around you and knowing what to do at those times, and just actually doing it. Sometimes you just tell them what to do, but if you don't do the work, that old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. I think that's part of that whole do the work kind of thing, because you're going to do so much, but if you're not going to do the work, then nothing's going to happen. But it's common sense is not so common these days. But
yeah, well, again, folks, if you're doing the work, you want to go on, you can't get bank loans for whatever reason.
Yes.
I use Stephen Dow from Velocity Mortgage. You might want to reach out, get a quote. How do you want them to do that?
SDAO@velocitymortgage.com. Please put ORAAT in the subject line. Please leave me the best phone number to reach you back at, so we can make a quick phone call. And if you have a specific scenario detail, just kind of give me some simple terms in the body email, so I have a general idea of what we're going to be discussing when I call you, so we can make it fast. Loan amount, desired LTV, mid FICO score, property type, address if possible, otherwise city and state. And that's pretty much it. We can at least have a short discussion and get the full parameters. And then at that point, if you like what I'm saying, I can give you a quick quote and we'll get the ball rolling in about 15 minutes.
Yeah. So one of the things I love about Stephen is it's yes or no. I hate maybes. The other thing I just want to be clear here is you can go get bank money, right?
Please.
Don't call Matt, the mortgage guy. Don't reach out to Stephen if you can get bank money, because his rates won't compete with bank money. No. Second, if you're doing new construction, don't reach out to Stephen. He doesn't do those. And if you're doing owner occupant, don't reach out to Stephen. Trying to save you some time. So other than that, reach out to Stephen.
Call me.
Yes, please. All right. Thanks, buddy. Take care.
Thanks, man. Have a good weekend.